Hello, Class here, The Legend of Zelda Parallel Worlds. In the last part, I got murdered by a boss, and so, yeah, dropped a save state at the beginning of the dungeon. We're starting from the dungeon. You didn't miss anything. I guess I'll leave this in as a review of how we get to the boss, and then I'll probably do some variety of montage, or maybe I'll just win in one try. That would be pretty convenient. And then we'll see what happens. Montage would be of either falling in a pit near the boss or dying to the boss. I guess I should call it a mid-boss, because that's the reason I'm not dropping a save state before it, even though I can get there in perfect condition. Because it's not the boss. It's the mid-boss. I don't even have the dungeon item yet, I mean. I guess it is an official Zelda boss, though, so I don't know. I'm kind of undecided, but for now, I'm just gonna try it legit, because why not? I mean, it only takes time and effort, and I don't know. Okay, so I actually also don't remember the way there exactly. I was gonna review the video, and then I didn't. I seem to remember I go pretty far left, though. And then I like hit a crystal switch, and then something. Definitely something. Like, I believe there's a warp that I'm headed towards. Ow. So yeah, it appears that you just don't fill in this room with water. Was there a heart in here? I guess I don't really need too many hearts, because there are going to be like 3 fairies right before the mid-boss. Yeah, if I go in here, and then up here, which I needed the big key to get through anyway. And then up here, right. Yeah, and the crystal switch is in the correct position now. The floor's gonna start crumbling, but it has a long enough delay that I was fine. And the next room has 2 convenient fairies in it. And I actually am gonna dump my red potion in favor of fairies. Wait. I was expecting the Link to the Past bottle selection interface. For some reason. Because I can't mess up using a fairy, like, it uses automatically, and I have the same number of hits. Ooh, I can mess up that, though. But I think I can respawn them just by leaving the room, plus there's one down here, either way. But I'd rather go for the 2, just because then I don't have to deal with fireballs being spit at me. Oh. I'm gonna grab this for the hit point, even though it actually doesn't matter. Because I have a multiple of 4 life, and the boss deals 4 damage at a time. Okay. So yeah, this, even though I took another hit, it still doesn't matter. Wait. Oh yeah, I have to go around the rest of the way. I was like, wait, why is the door to the right not open? Well, because it doesn't open. There we go. Wait. I wonder... I don't think they would just have me break through that wall to the right in the room that's left and up from where I am now. So... Oh! Okay. I did not realize those guys even had knockback. So, yeah. I'll meet you back there. And we're back. I'm definitely very strongly considering save state now, because that trip isn't even interesting. Whoops! I'm good at that. So yeah, that's why you don't fight at the left end of the room. You might accidentally walk through the door. Because you don't have to go very far in the door for it to like pull you the rest of the way in. Or, I don't know, maybe you do. Maybe I'm just bad. I don't know. Yeah, this guy still. So I don't want to be too close to the bottom of the room because then I could get knocked off easily. I don't want to be too close to the top because then I... just get murdered by all the eyeballs flying at me. Oh! Yeah. Whoa. It appears that even if you sword them, they finish their path. So you can't just rely on knockback to keep you safe. Whoa! Don't walk all the way off. Okay, but it appears that since they tend to fly at you, if I just alternate between... between two positions, I shouldn't get too badly murdered. Still easy to mess up, though. I guess with my last hit, I could just walk out to the left if I don't, fail. Because I could get hit on my way across the room. Oh! I killed one! Oh, and then I got knocked off. Oh, and then I actually died. I don't know whether that even lengthens the walk back. No, I think it does a little. Alright, getting killed does add about 50 seconds. And... yeah, it was 3 minutes overall. I don't know why I'm changing items at all. I think I'm gonna save state. It is an officially sanctioned Zelda boss. And I don't want to deal with the trip back every time. Plus, I mean, I'm just cutting it. It's not like it's interesting. Like, the trip itself isn't even interesting to me. That would have just been 2 minutes right there. For falling. I think that's a little... I don't know. I'm not going to say unreasonable, because, like, somebody just playing it could certainly deal with that, although it wouldn't be fun. So why do it? But, I want to make progress, okay? It's an LP, I think... oh yeah, I have a fairy. I think I get to do a few things. I might even do that anyway if I was playing on my own, because, honestly... like, I know what I'm doing on the walk back. They're gonna fill me up at the room right before the boss, basically. I know it's technically, like, 4 rooms before the boss, but it's not like anything on the way is gonna, deal 4 hearts of damage to me. I'm not gonna lose out on a whole hit on the trip to the boss. But, man, this hackmaker really likes his mid-bosses. Ow. Also, this way I don't have to retreat when I have 1 hit left, because I'm not sure I would actually, like, beat the boss that way. I mean, theoretically, I could leave the room, grab fairies, and come back. I know that is what I did with one boss, basically, but the trip back after... well, the trip if I leave voluntarily isn't that long, because I would just be headed a few rooms away. But the trip if I fall is what I'm calling shenanigans on. Because, I mean, this guy's tough. He's going to take me a lot of tries. Because the limited space I have, especially if I stay far up enough that I can't even be knocked down, is really tougher than you would think, I'm going to claim. Other than the room layout, though, this is exactly like my minimalist run. I believe I had 12 or 11 hearts. I actually had no bottle when I was playing minimal, but when you can effectively instantly die by getting knocked off. Maybe I do just need to make aggressive moves like that. Wow. Uh-oh. Yeah, getting lightninged. I believe no. Why would I think that 4 of the eyes weren't real targets? Oh wait, because they are. But they're the dark ones. I was thinking 4 of the actually bright ones were not real targets. That would not make sense. Oh, okay. That's the fairy use, I believe. Alright, and of course, once you kill all the little eyes, the fight's not over. You gotta kill the big eye. That would be silly if you just, like, gave up. Like, oh, yeah, you got me. Oh! Ah! No! If I was really cheating, I would save state during the boss. Maybe I should try bombs again. Ow. Maybe I should try not getting hit by lightning. Oh, this is going pretty well. Especially like that if I get into a really aggressive spot, I can hit the eyes on the top. So I did notice that the one eye went all the way through me, but it was, yeah, like that. So sword whirls seem to protect me decently well. Due to just, I guess, mechanics of when the enemy is vulnerable. I think they can only harm me while they're vulnerable to my sword. Oh! Poking them doesn't count. Maybe they're immune to the level 1 sword. Because that's effectively what I have with my poke attack. And by poke, I mean like holding the sword out and poking them. I mean, there's not many other ways to say that. There are not many other ways to say that, even. If I use the word are instead of the word is. I think this guy's safest to fight from the side, maybe? Because I don't know. Bouncing guys, they may or may not have weird collision. I don't even know. So yeah, this is by far the most interesting part of the battle, where I tap the B button repeatedly and don't even watch the screen all the time. Oh hey, I got him. So we opened the door. And yay! Our reward is... Lift 3. I know there are more than one things that... Wait. Whatever. I can get stuff with that. Actually, let's... I'm worried the boss will respawn, but I don't think it will, because it's not a Ganon's Tower boss. And I want to restock on stuff. Okay, so yeah, that item won't help me anywhere earlier in the dungeon. So I must just press forward, unless... Yeah, it would have been really silly if that wall to the right was breakable, because that would just let you skip the mid-boss. Alright. So, what is forward? Oh wait, I already saw this room. What is more forward? Oh hey, a heart. I found a heart. And another one. And magic, for some reason. I decided that was safer than trying to fit in between the two spikes. Oh, is this a hole you can go in? Yes. Oh. this the wrong position or the right position? I think I've been in this room before, and yeah. I think I'd explored everywhere that I could go if the red was up. Oh, a warp and a stairs. Stairs are always two-way, so that's why I went there first. So I see blackness is kind of blocking out part of the wall there. But, okay. I guess it will be good to have this memorized for my trip back, and I totally didn't memorize it. Can I use my... no. Oh, hey, I can kind of see them in the first room. Why am I having trouble making them out in the second room, though? It's like, I can actually see the path here. Here... I'm gonna investigate the warp. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. Or I don't always think of every tool that I have. What? Doesn't that reveal hidden pathways? Like, here, yeah, see? Maybe you don't see because of flashing because of YouTube? But maybe there just isn't a pathway in the other room? Oh, hi! What? That's totally not fair. You were way in the air. Okay, so where... Oh, this just leads back there. I thought the warp might actually go somewhere valuable. Shows me. Okay, so I need to figure out what's up with that path. Do I just trial and error it? Or maybe I fall... Maybe I fall straight into the boss room? I think that's about where you're positioned. Although... Then I just have 2 spare keys for some reason. I mean... Well, I guess on the bright side, I get to tank a hit here. No, on the bright side, I do have the dungeon item. If the boss turns out to be hard, I can leave, and I've got basically everything that I need here until I actually want to finish the game and go to the parallel tower. Because I'm assuming that the trend from the Light World continues, where the bosses aren't actually worth hearts. And so the dungeon item is all that I need to continue exploring and have as much chance of success as I can get. And yeah, I realized this crystal switch was already in the right position. I don't know why I'm showing this whole walk back. I guess just as a demo of what I would have had to go through if I wasn't using save states against the mid-boss. And let's see, I still have my fairy, but I want hit points in my life bar too. It's a good place to keep your hit points. You know, it being the designated spot to keep all hit points. Alright, so we're almost there. The boss did not respawn. Didn't think it would, because it already didn't. Demonstratably. Or demonstratively. I don't actually know how you're supposed to say that word. Oh. So yeah, there aren't any other holes to go in here. I probably verified that last time. Also, why is so much of this dungeon dark? Like, I mean, it's dark, so don't go in that warp. That's my advice. A pro tip to all who are thinking of playing this game. Yeah, I knew you were somewhere. I'm gonna kill this guy this time, even though I have no reason to come back to this room afterward. Yeah, Stealthos Knights, their drop table, I think it's like entirely bombs. Basically. Alright, so let's look for invisible pathways. They're not right there. My only way of verifying the pathway is bombs, and those are consumable. Oh. Ah! Okay. No! Okay, but it was something like over, and then down, and then over, and then over a little more. I'm wasting so many bombs, but I made it! Oh, boss room, and I'm not in perfect condition. So let's see what the actual boss is. It's this guy? But wait, the door's not even locked. And I'm expecting like a modified phase 2, but there hasn't been like, maybe he's extra fast. That's the only enemy modification we've seen in this game so far. Well, but I mean, this guy is way easier than Sir Eyeballs. Maybe they just felt like taking it easy on me because there were already 3 bosses in this dungeon. Okay, you're gonna advance to your next phase, and then... Right, you always go down and right. Because you are the easiest phase 2. You got him. That was... What? Okay, so I kind of expected one of these to open up and be a doorway. Once there was a small delay in the crystal, but then the crystal actually fell. And I have a spare key for no reason. What a weird end to the dungeon. Yeah, like, at first I did expect that to actually be the boss, but then I didn't think the crystal fell. Oh, it's a recording. That's why it's a crystal. Byproduct of a war. It goes, and there's a story. Hero lured the enemy army inside the tower, but the tower is empty. Army vanished. The hero's heart was pure, and he gave up the power. 7 clues are passed down for when the tower is needed, and the hero left. And you guarded his legacy, but you can't stand the cold. My clue is clue number 1, and it says you never land on spikes. No, rewind it. Alright, got him. So yeah, that's it for this episode. See ya.